Hey, Jordan Holmes here, Holmes Cabinet Specialties. So we're gonna have a quick little chat. Something I get asked quite a bit is, when do we install the cabinets in the building process? That's a question that I hear all the time. When are your cabinets coming in? What do we need to do to be prepared? And we install our cabinets at several different times in the building process. A couple of different builders will do it one way, another builder will do it another way. Generally, most of the time, as soon as the house has sheetrock and the house is, at least the walls have been painted, we'll go ahead and come stick our cabinets in and we'll get them all painted or stained. They usually go right on the concrete before the flooring gets there and before the whole trim out of the house is done. Some builders that we work for, they do the whole trim out first, and then we'll come in, put the cabinets, we cut the trim as needed, slide the cabinets back. A little bit tougher on us, but it is something that we're used to dealing with. On remodels, say when we're not dealing with the builder, we're just dealing with the homeowner. That's whenever we try to help out a little bit more with the process. We try to guide them a little bit as when the best time to do things. So say on a general kitchen remodel, normally they'll have a contractor come in. He might be just doing the demo and some of the other aspects of the job. And normally they'll go out, they'll demo everything, take the cabinets out, take the countertops, the backsplash, everything out, prepare all the sheetrock, get everything patched up, ready to go. Then we'll come in and put the cabinets down. And like I said, most of the time I like putting them before the flooring goes down. The reason for that being is, man, this is Southeast Texas. There is nothing in this area that stays level for very long. And we like to put our cabinets as level as humanly possible. So a lot of times you'll have a high spot and a low spot in your kitchen. We have to start our cabinets at the high spot. So meaning, if this corner, the left corner of your wall, is 3/4 of an inch higher on the concrete in elevation than the right corner of the wall, we're going to start on that high corner and we're going to shim out, keeping all of our cabinets level. Generally speaking, we try not to shim out over 5/8 of an inch. And the reason for that is most flooring can usually cover that gap. If you go to put tile down and your tile guy does a nice job cutting everything nice and clean around the bottom of the cabinets, then hopefully you don't have to put quarter round down. Sometimes we have to shim them up so much, or depending on the type of the floor, you're going to have the gaps. So sometimes you're going to have to put some kind of trim around the bottom, whether it's quarter round, some little flat mold, or my favorite is actually baseboard. Adding baseboard to the bottom of the cabinets gives it a nice luxurious look without breaking the bank. It covers up the gaps on the flooring and it just helps beautify the cabinets a little bit. So there really is no absolute correct time of when you have to have your cabinets in there. Try to get them as soon as sheetrock's done generally, but sometimes they want to go ahead and paint, do all the trim work, get the doors in there, and do a couple other small things before we get the cabinets in there. But for the most part, before floors, after sheetrock. A lot of times they ask, well, when can you measure for the cabinets? I can usually start measuring before the customers even have the sheetrock in. As long as I know there's going to be sheetrock on these walls, I can pull out my measurements and I can account for the thickness of the sheetrock and make sure we can get our cabinets and everything to fit in there nice and tight. So this is just kind of a little update and a little bit of me just kind of trying to educate my customers about when the cabinets get in there. Thanks for watching.